Oh, hi kids! It's Triggerz McKnickers here. Hard at work for preparing for the holidays. Now you may know me as the fun, lovable professor who spurs non-binaries into tisms every time he mentions facts. No, I'm not Jordan Peterson, and some of my shit went viral months before his did, thank you very much. But once the winter semester ends, I like to give old Saint Nick here a helping hand with fulfilling the wishes of young dreamers like yourselves. Now for most of you, that wish list is short and simple, and mostly tangible. Now Jeanette, I can't promise you a live unicorn, but I've got a special My Little Pony here that'll make an excellent substitute. I said Jeanette, not John, you creepy fuck. However, there are a special few of you, oh noble visionaries and crusaders, ye who dream big, bold, and for a better world. Well, let's just say that you make our jobs here at the North Pole rather challenging, but not impossible. For you see, that is what the spirit of Christmas grants us, the power of making miracles. So let's just check up on a few of our big dreamers, shall we? Oh look, there's Sally. Uh-oh, she has a very frustrated look on her face. It must be something so serious that her $10 latte couldn't light up her mood. I wonder what that is. What's that, Sally? You want an end to the gender wage gap? The rape culture that pervades our Western society? And the dreaded white male patriarchy that is keeping you women from those sweet, sweet leadership roles? Well, Sally, we'd love to reach deep down at the Santa sack and pull out a box of new feminist freedom for you, tax-free. But it turns out that none of your listed oppressions even exist. Well, maybe the rape culture one, but once you move past the city limits, you should be fine. Oh, you're not finished. You also want me to quit with the mansplaining, man-spreading, man-speeding, man-spitting, man-sploding, man-thinking? Hey, any other trivial upper-middle-class problems you want to waste value media time on? How about my man-braiding? Does that annoy you too, princess? Let's have a heart-to-heart here. Why are you acting like you're desperately looking for something to endlessly bitch about? Oh, I get it. You're just so bored with being mollycoddled within a safe, modern world, surrounded by your material distractions, vanities, and creature comforts, that you need the rush of superficial sympathy and self-flattery you receive from social media, wherever you kick up a shitstorm of unnecessary drama just to feel a little less empty inside. For a moment, at least. I mean, I could just offer you a more meaningful gift, but it would require a special kind of batteries to run on, and you seem to be in short supply. You know, I wonder if I can find a little assistance here from a more unlikely source during this magical time of the year. Speaking of miracles. Hey, it's Anjem, and he seems just as upset as Sally. He's just been ranting and raving all day about infidels, infiltration of the West, and insubordination against Allah. Oh, it's even worse than I thought. He's even contemplating strapping on that suicide vest. Well, I guess that he wants a crack at his own 72 virgins, and pronto. Oh, I get it. Here's a man that's about to blow his top when all he needs is just a little blowing out from his bottom half. You know, oppressive belief systems suppress sexual urges above all else, and both Islam and feminism are well known for their control freak issues. Sounds like a match made in heaven, doesn't it? Let's make it happen then. Here you go, Sally! Finally, legitimate reasons to cry oppression! Though you're no longer allowed to on the internet, or in public, or even allowed to speak. But just think of all the benefits you're gaining here besides your indulgence in self-pity. A dark man from an exotic and faraway land, strong enough to not put up with your emasculating shit-testing bullshit. And he'll introduce you to all the violent sexual abuse and degradation that you've only read about in your favorite literotica. And you don't have to worry about disappointing the matriarch in your life. Of course, I'm referring to your lesbian gender studies professor, who only bitched about the institutional oppression of traditionally Western marriages. You know, the ones based on love and consent. Now, Sally. No complaints about wearing that dark and heavy death shroud in 100+ Fahrenheit desert heat. It's a small price to pay for the freedom from the West's unrealistic beauty standards, and you'll never have to endure anymore catcalls and male gazing. Not that you have before, but it's the principle of the matter. Besides, you wouldn't want to engage in
Islamophobia.
Now, would you? And Anjem, sorry that we're not sending you our best lookers here, but she's still a step up from your usual go-tos for sexual release. Kinda. And don't worry about paying a dowry either. No need for any cultural exchange of livestock. Just a promise that you'll try really hard not to enslave or murder anyone during the holidays. That will be sufficient. Huh, satisfying true dreamers with one gift. Rather impressive. And economical. And with my stellar performance in matchmaking, I should have just made this a Valentine's special. Yeah, judging by the upload's lateness, that deserves a no shit. Okay, let's find others to help out, shall we? Hey, what do you know? It's, Pat. Now she, skipping the pronouns for this segment. Now, Pat here seems very upset about something. I wonder what it is. Pat's gripe, I mean. Oh no! You find the gender binary to be archaic and marginalizing to the trans spectrum? You think that teaching heteronormativity is perpetuating the white male patriarchal capitalist system that is destroying the planet through exploitation and overpopulation? Well, sounds to me like you only want this one small and simple gift. A universe where all of us are immortal, thus rendering necessity of sexual reproduction a thing of the past. Huh. Okay, level with me here, Pat. Why so much iconoclasm and nihilistic aim towards an otherwise functioning natural world? Just because you're a little insecure and uncertain about your role in it? You know, there's more to this than you're letting up here. I mean, we could offer you a simpler solution, but we're legally mandated to entertain certain delusions, lest we risk the whole workshops getting shut down. You know, our diversity hiring of so many vertically challenged elves could only offer us limited protection. Hey, hold on, where did Pat go? Oh, there he is! Whoa! Okay, what do we have here now? A grinder hookup in a public restroom? And the anonymity of the glory hole is overkill because the guy's wearing a furry suit. And the fact that your profile handle is HIV Posy Paws Lover 69, well, this suggests that it's not the Western world you want to destroy. You're just projecting your own death wish. So you hate yourself that much, huh? Oh, not as much as Islamophobia, you say? Huh. You know, although this request is more practical than your first one, I thought it was going to be a challenge to find a helper who could commit such a heinous act and not be held accountable for any of it. But I guess it was wrong. Hey, it's Anjanum again. And with that same piss and vinegar look on his face. You know, it seems that no matter how much you try to appease him, it's never enough. And just what the hell does he give in return anyways? Well, I better shut up now before I fire for hate speech. Hey, look, Anjum. I understand that nothing hurts your butt more than the thought that someone, somewhere, is not subscribing to your medieval war cult while having a good time doing it. But instead of going through all that fuss to export your cultural enrichment, how about a home delivery? Ta-da! We can send you a regular supply of suicidal degenerates like Pat here, specially marked for your convenience, and then you can just toss away all that pent-up anger and sexual frustration. And with our manufacturing centers running overtime, the fun will never end. And by exporting one self-destructive Western threat in order to convince a murderous one to stay home, just like the circle of friends, in this game, everybody wins. Finally, a multicultural initiative that actually works. There's no greater gift of love than a symbiotic relationship, wouldn't you agree? Whoop! I think I spotted another needy soul. Hey kids, it's Tyrone! Oh, another one with that disconcerted look. Hey, what's the glum, chum? What's that? A brother can't commit a felon, then violently resist arrest without some pig shooting him just for being black? Oh no! You obviously must be a slave within a white supremacist police state, huh? Well, all joking aside, you do live in a shitty neighborhood. Well, not you personally. You grew up in rich suburban Whiteyville. But the people you supposedly represent, well, they have to endure ghettos filled with drunk gangs, discarded needles, and body counts. Terrible situation. I feel ya. But fret not! Santa has several gifts for you, guaranteed to turn your hood around and give you hope once again, all within a generation or two. Wait, what? Only a coon would accept such gifts? Fine. What can we possibly give a king who has cognitive dissonance? You know, $10 the answer is reparations. What? Your own homeland? Wait a second, I thought you Afrocentric revolutionaries already had one. I mean, you can't start talking about it in nostalgic terms, even though you've never been. Oh! You want a piece of America for yourself? Why am I not surprised? Because according to you, your slave ancestors built this country? Only them? And 100% of it? Yeah, and these are the same guys that talk about cultural appropriation all the time. Ain't that some shit? Well then, this isn't going to likely happen without some upper management assistance. Hey, what's with all the commotion over there? Hey, it seems as if all of Beverly Hills is chanting in unison. Fuck white people? They're ruining America. We need less of them. Aha! Eureka! Looks like yet another 2-for-1 deal, delivered straight to you from the North Pole. And voila! California has officially seceded from the Union and fully recognized by the United States government as the newest sovereign nation of color. I'm sure we'll be seeing a whole lot of flying pyramids dotting the western horizon in no time. And I'm certain that our virtuous better half, who have now built Citadel upon their fabulous hill, will just be elated by the thought of never having to endure a very white Oscar event again. Or Trump. Or the conservative working class who maintains everything. Or running water. And mission accomplished! Nothing but satisfied faces there on the west side of the Sierra Nevada range. Oh wait, except for that guy. Hey Pedro, why the disappointed look? I mean, you snuck over the border, and you received sanctuary in San Fran. You now have all that you need to make your dreams come true, don't you? Oh, you're a member of La Raza, and you wanted California for yourself. Hey, you know, California may be a racially pure nation of color now, but it was never specified in the Constitution which color. Tell you what, since we're all about the inclusivity here in the current year, we'll grant the once Golden State an intersectional identity. There you go, multiculturalism at its finest. Now, I understand that such a vibrant and enriching mix will lead to a threat of racial genocide, rivaling drug gangs ruling over regions like warlords, executions in the streets, drug manufacturing and distribution would be the only source of income for so many, corrupt officials not giving a single care or concern for the needs of the populace, and who treat their position of authority as a means to fill their own coffers. And this, of course, means that for many another group, nothing has changed! So there you have it, kids. My work here is done. It's been another good year here at Santa's workshop. Everyone is getting everything they've wanted, even the big dreamers. And the moral lessons we can take from this, as we march forward onto the new year, is that the greatest gifts are those shared. And be careful what you wish for. Happy holidays!